have a lot of... Good morning, good afternoon, my YouTubers. This is your cameraman, Dana Jusky, for this new update video for June 10, 2023. And you know, we just made it through the, red flag fire thing coming from Canada into the North America. Yep. And New York got pretty smoky and bad. But now everything's cleared out already. And today's about in the upper 70s or something like that. Tomorrow might be in the low mid-80s, something like that. Yep. Summer's not that far away. We only got about maybe 10, 11 days to go. And these are the things I got from yesterday from the Goodwill, and some I got today when I was at the Salvation Army right on Market Street. No, right on Center. Yeah. So let's begin with some VHS tapes I got. With Disney's Fantasia. It's the late 1991 release in Walt Disney's masterpiece, but it's not in the classics. However, this is still a pretty good Disney movie as it was made back in 1940. Here's the ink label, print date on July 11th, 1991. And here's the proofs of purchase card about the Disney's Fantasia. And here's the catalog about Disney movies that are available. Sword and the Stone reissue for Pete's Dragon when it was reissued in 1991. I prefer 1985 of the Neon Mickey. Here's Mary Poppins when it's reissued, 1998. Robin Hood was reissued at that time in 1991. It's a pretty good card. And before we move on, here's like a little bonus. Save this proofs of purchase for the Fantasia, yep. This is printed in 1991. I'll be selling this one on eBay in the future. Hold on. And here's the Holy Grail VHS. Chuck Jones cartoon of Mowgli's Brothers, told by Roddy McDowell. And this is the big fat box. I found this when I was in the Goodwill yesterday. Yep, cost only about cost only about $1.99. And also the other ones I'm trying to work on getting the White Seal and Ricky Tikki Tavi, and I'm working on getting the Velveteen Rabbit in the Family Home Entertainment big fat box. Previously, early for Velveteen Rabbit, I showed you the double tape with the Rumpelstiltskin that I got from my birthday of last year of 2022. And you know, however, Mowgli's Brothers box packaging is 1985. There's a sticker label 1985. This tape was printed in August 5th, 1986, the day after my second birthday. Yeah. And did you know originally it comes with the other previews in 1985? This is an 86 reprint. They had the previews of White Seal, Ricky Tikki Tavi, and the Velveteen Rabbit. So when I put this away. And I got two other VHS tapes, like 1934 classic, It Happened One Night, Claude Colbert and Clark Gable. This is the 1986 reissue. I'll be selling this in the future. But I have the 1984 original release. I think I showed you that for my previous updates, like I did months ago. Sorry about that, it's just a loose sticker label. Okay, here's the early 87 sticker label print. This tape was printed on June 29, 1987. Here's what this print date week was printed on the 30th week of 1987. I'll be selling this on eBay. And here's Elvis Presley's One Night with You. It's a media home entertainment music media release. It's got to be 1988. I think I showed you that on my previous update videos of my Elvis Presley tapes. This has got to be a late 80s reprint. Yep. 88, yep. I'll be selling that in the future. We have Robert Englund on this tape with Freddy Krueger. And here's the Bob Hope movies I got on DVD at the Salvation Army yesterday was the Bob Hope Tribute Collection double feature like that he did with Victor Moore in Louisiana Purchase and Sergeant Martha Ray and Andy Devine in Never Say Die. I showed you that back in 2021 of Never Say Die. I have it on VHS. And this is the 2002 release from Universal Studios Home Video. Maybe it comes with a trailer for both films. One of the other Bob Hope movies I have in this tribute collection on DVD were My Favorite Blonde, Star Spangled Rhythm. Also, I have The Ghost Breakers, and I have Road to Morocco. There's a pretty good DVD set of this movie. Yep. These stills are available on DVD back in 2002 when Bob Hope was alive at the age of 99. Or 98 at the time when his films were just released in the spring of 2002. Here's some books I got when I was in the Goodwill yesterday. That is Santa Claus the Movie, The Legends of Santa Claus. That's going to be from the McDonald's edition. Paperback book, printed it in 1985. And you know Santa Claus the Movie stars with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow. And I have the Media Home Entertainment release of Santa Claus the Movie. Here's American Tale, Little Lost Fiver from 1986. It's a paperback book released in 1986. Yep. And I know it was made by Don Bluth and Universal. 50, 50. And I like the American Tale. Even I like the sequel, Fiver Goes West. And it has American Tale book and cassette packages. Yep, I wish I had that, but that's hard to find. And here's the Muppet Manners, or The Night Gonzo gave a party. Paperback book, got to be from Random House. Printed it in 1981, the same year when the Muppets did their second feature-length movie, The Great Muppet Caper, when they had Charles Grodin on there. And there is no Sesame Street characters. Okay, Bert. Hey, Gonzo. The Muppet Show ran from 1976 up to 1981. With some special guest stars who were on that show. Now I got some Laserdiscs that I got when I was in Salvation Army today. We've got Disney's Pollyanna with Harry Mills, Jane Wyman, Nancy Olson, Adolph Menzer, Coral Moulton, Donald Crisp, and Kevin Cochran, part of the Walt Disney Studio Films collection. I had to get this on Laserdisc. It cost like only about $3. And I found it right on the window. I'll show you what this Laserdisc looks like. I'm trying to find the early 80s release of Pollyanna when it came out in one of the Neon Mickeys. Boy, it comes with the Today's Music, Tomorrow's Technology. Something about CDs or, I don't know. That was back in the 90s. I think this thing was printed around the 1980s. There's Pollyanna Side 3, Disc 2, yeah. It was a pretty good Disney heartwarming movie from 1960. I wish I have a Neon Mickey Laserdisc of Pollyanna. And I have the VHS of Pollyanna from 1985, and it's the fast version. This one is only the slow, restored version of Pollyanna. And maybe soon I'll find the early 1980s Neon Mickey release of Pollyanna when it came out in 1981, the slow version. not the fast version. The fast version was 1985. The copy of the fast version of Pollyanna I have is a 1986 reprint that I had to rent it out in Blockbuster Video Whitestone back in the 90s or early 2000s. Back when I was a teenager. This is how Harry Mills made his debut for Disney when he did The Parent Trap, In Search of the Castaways, That Darn Cat, and Summer Magic. And Moon Spinners, too. And The Parent Trap. And here's the film with Jackie Gleason in Papa's Delicate Condition. It's a Paramount Laserdisc release that came out on Laserdisc in 1994. That was the same year for me I got into when I got into the Jackie Gleason the Lost Honeymooners episode before I started to know about the 39s. Jackie Gleason stars in an Oscar-winning Charmer. Yep, how sweet it is. And also co-stars with Gladys John, the one she plays Mrs. Banks from Mary Poppins. Yeah. This is the movie about when Jackie Gleason owns the circus in Papa's Delicate Condition. This is the Paramount Laserdisc released in 1994. Hold on. Here's what this Laserdisc looks like. And I have it on VHS in 1986 from Kansas Video Communications Film Classics in the Clamshell. I rented it out when I was 16 at the Blockbuster Video Northern Boulevard in 191st Street in Auburndale or Bayside. Back when I was 16, when I was into the Bob Hope movies at the time, especially like Rothiotopia, when I rented this out at the time with it. And here's a musical comedy called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Farm with Zero Mostel, Phil Silvers, and Michael Crawford before he did Hello Dolly in 1969. Also stars with Jack Gilfield and Buster Keaton. This is the CBS Fox Video Laserdisc release from around early 1983. And I have the VHS one from 20th Century Fox Video in 1982 in a Dropbox packaging. Here's what this Laserdisc looks like. The Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Farm. It's standard play. Side 2 laser rod throughout. Yeah. I don't know why they put that down. Maybe I'll check that out maybe later on in the future, if it works or not. And here's some CEDs I got when I was in Goodwill. Here's the Max Fleischer's animated feature of Gulliver's Travels, 1939. And this CED was released in Vestron Video around 1983. This is just like when Walt Disney first did Snow White in 1937. And here's the MGM musical winner of 9 Academy Awards of Gigi, 1958, with Leslie Caron, Louise Jordan, Hermione Gingo, and Marie Chevalier. Thank heaven for Little Girls. This CED of Gigi came out in 1983. Same time was reissued on VHS and Beta when it originally came out in CBS MGM Home Video back in 1980. And here's the double length of the Cave Mutiny with Humphrey Bogart, Jose Ferrer, Fred McMurray, and Van Johnson. And this is the 1985 Laserdisc release of the Cave Mutiny. And I like my favorite line I like in the movie when Jose Ferrer says to Fred McMurray's face, "You publish the novel, you make $1 million, marry a big movie star, and here's to you, Mr. Kiefer. If you want to do anything about it, I'll be outside. I'm a lot drunker than you are, so it's going to be a fair fight." And that was a great movie. I like that remark about the strawberries. This is one of Humphrey Bogart's finest performances since Casablanca. And this is on CED in 1985, the same time was on VHS and Beta of the Cave Mutiny. It was made in 1954. So there you have it, folks. A little update for June 10, 2023. Now, see you again next time. I'll give you more updates. And please try to comment or subscribe or ring the bell if you like this video. So take care, folks. I'll see you again next time when I give you more updates of the things I get from thrift stores and flea markets or from eBay. Later, folks, and enjoy the video. Bye.